came up with a word, and it was pivotal, really, in the success of our company. That word you're going to hear from me a couple of times during our education. It's called Juvexin. And what is Juvexin? A lot of you, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone, here from Miami, Florida, where it's steaming hot. And this is going to bring us to why you're going to have so much fun educating your clients on a service that's going to take them through smooth, beautiful hair. And that service that I'm going to be teaching today is called the Fast Blow Dry. But before we get into it, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Leanne Hannaford. I'm here working in Miami, Florida. I am behind the chair. I am a platform artist for GKhair, and as well brand ambassador for this great company. I'd like to tell you a little bit. A lot of you do follow me quite a bit. And for those of you who are new to our site, I'd like you to know who we are, why we are synonymous with the name, the leader in delivering beautiful, smooth, restored hair. GKhair was founded in 2007 by our chairman of the board, Mr. Van Tupoli, whose vision was enormous. He is from Brazil, where women there have beautiful hair. My daughter-in-law is Brazilian, from Sao Paulo, and I can vouch for that. Long story short, he wanted to come up with a formula that would guarantee women the hair that they used to have when they were young. And that required a lot of science, a lot of chemists. And after a while, he came up with a word, and it was pivotal, really, in the success of our company. That word you're going to hear from me a couple of times during our education. It's called Juvexin. And what is Juvexin? A lot of you say, well, why is this going to work? And what exactly is Juvexin? Juvexin is an anti-aging keratin protein blend. So a lot of people say, I'm going to get a keratin treatment. And we all know that keratin delivers to a degree. With our company, it's pretty much 100%, but whatever, it does deliver frizz-free hair and smooth hair. Juvexin, formulated by GKhair back in 2007, is an anti-aging protein blend, and it was optimized and developed to restore the hair from the inside outward. And how is that done? And you're going to ask me, well, how really does it restore the hair? And it'll take a minute to explain, and then you'll get it. And you'll be able to pass this education to your clients, which is the foundation of GKhair's reputation for smooth hair. What it does is it has two molecules. One is very, very small, and it has the power to transcend and go very deep into the cortex, blasting the cuticle open, which is what you really want. And then when that's been done within the formula, it has a larger molecule, which serves as a shield that almost encompasses around the shaft of the hair, creating a shield and locking in the Juvexin. This is something that is, like I said, pivotal in changing women's hair. Our company is in 5 continents, for those of you who wonder where we are. And we know we originated in Brazil, and we've expanded to Asia, Australia, Europe, North and South America, with offices in Ireland, Brazil, Italy, London, and Australia. So that speaks for itself. All of this has happened since the year 2007, where our company now hosts not just an immense array of aftercare products, but we have an entire collection of hair smoothing treatments. Some are aggressive and some Actually, the latest one I launched last summer is our vegan line that is made from cocoa and or acai. And then we have two other non-aggressive lines. So we've gone into, we mastered it, we own it, and no one can even compete with it. We've expanded on tremendous lines of smoothing treatments. But today we're going to do the fast blow dry. Maybe another day we can learn about color and all kinds of other services and tools that GK has. So now that you know a little bit about the company, what exactly is the fast blow dry? Before we get into the fast blow dry, I'm going to take 30 seconds. You need to know that every product that GK has, every product, regardless if it's aftercare products or the products that you're using at the moment of service, contain Juvexin. Remember, anti-aging keratin protein blend. So that's always going into the hair. That's always repairing the hair. And that is putting back what the hair has lost, which is the foundation of my class throughout the years of maturity, childbearing years, sickness, excessive tools in the hair, you know, flat irons, blowers, chemical treatments. That Juvexin, which is keratin, a protein, is constantly being deposited into your hair when you use our aftercare products. And pretty much keratin are filaments and chains of amino acids that give hair structure. Through the years, as I said, you lose these proteins that are in the hair that create shine and structure and strength. And GK Hair puts it back through many, many different services that we have and all our hair products. So what is a fast blow dry? Exactly what the word says. It's fast and it's encompassed within your blow dry. We have two ways to do it. And what does it do? It enables the hair to fight against all the effects of humidity and reduces your styling time by 50% because of what it's doing to the hair with the deposit of Juvexin. And this is very important because we're here in the middle of summer where it's steaming hot. A lot of people are taking, and these are the benefits. A lot of girls are going to bachelorette parties for the weekend with their partner, 3-day cruise where you know what salt water and the air does to people who have frizzy hair. And what is frizzy hair? Frizzy hair is nothing more than humidity. And this is where our fast blow dry kicks in. Remember, it has the ability to fight the effects of humidity. And at the same time, her styling time, wherever she may be, where it's hot, she can just create her style within minutes. This is easy. It is incredibly quick. And it is something that you can offer your client at the time of a blow dry. It can be done after you've done color or whether she came in for a haircut. How do you offer it? Because she doesn't really have to go on vacation to get this. This is something that can be done just for the weekend. Women do not want to deal in a weekend when they're tired from working, sitting there, blow drying their hair, especially if they're going to go to a function that is held outside where the hair is just going to inflate after they've done a great blow dry with their salon service. So how do you control it? Here it is. Fast blow dry. Magic. I'm going to show you how to do it, how to offer it to your clients, because it can be done just for the weekend because they feel like looking pretty for the weekend. They're going out with the girls, their husband, their boyfriends, whatever. And literally it is sprayed on the hair and blown out. That is the purpose of the name of fast blowout. So we know that it fights humidity. It reduces your blow dry time. It literally controls your frizz. And how is it done? I'm going to demonstrate it real quick. I'd like you to write down the two options. Super easy. And before we go into the options, you're thinking, well, what's the service cost. Anywhere, depending on your demographics, you can offer this to your client. Like I said, say she got her color done and she needs her hair blown out. You're going to offer the fast blow dry. If she has very long hair, like say anything past her shoulders, it would probably be about a $30 to $35 fee to spray it on. And remember, this is a treatment, so it's important that she understands that she's getting a treatment that will last her about 10 days, 7 to 10 days, depending on which option you choose. The first option is spraying the hair. You can take some notes, just all over her hair, 3 to 4 pumps. That is it. I'm going to show you now. Do not saturate the hair with your fast blow dry. This comes out like water. It's a very thin water. It just sprays on and you distribute the service of the fast blow dry with a fine tooth comb. So that's what you're going to do. You're going to spray it on 3 to 4 times. I'm going to go get my mannequin now. You're going to see it. You're going to comb the product through evenly and blow dry. And that is it. That's option number 1. So we're going to go through it again. You've done color, or you've cut your client's hair, or you've done highlights. It doesn't matter. Her hair now is shampooed normal with whichever shampoo from GK that you choose for her type of hair. And you're going to just keep her hair slightly damp. You're going to spray her 3-4 times. If she has a lot of hair, maybe 5, but no more than that. So write that notation down. That's option 1. You're going to follow through with what I just said, and then we'll go later into option 2, and then I will take some questions, should I have any. So here's my model. I'm going to bring her up close, and I'm going to show her. I divided her hair 1, 2, 3, which is pinned up here, and 4. This relates to option 1. Let's pretend that I've shampooed her hair. I've slightly dried her with a towel to take up the excess water. And I'm just going to do option 1. Remember, your client has to get her hair blown out anyways. So this treatment would start if her hair were like a bob, around $25, maybe $30 with the way things have gone up. And it can go all the way up in price depending on length. So let's say that I'm going to charge on this client $30. And then she has to understand that the $30 is for the treatment exclusive. Okay? In addition to that, whatever you charge for a blow dry is up to you. But this is how I would do it. I would say $30 for the infusion of the treatment, which will last between 7 to 10 days. And then you have your additional blow dry price. So here's our fast blow dry. Let's pretend that her hair is slightly damp, and I'm just going to go ahead and do exactly this. I'm going to take it. Of course, you're going to have gloves. 1, 2 pumps. And let me just lock her up here. She moves all the time. And you're going to go ahead and distribute the product. You can see where the hair got slightly sprayed with it. That's all you need to do. Remember, go ahead, drop your second section, which is right above the occipital bone. And I'm going to go ahead and repeat the spray. 1 and 2. Go ahead and comb that through. You're going all the way through each strand. And now I have all of this section completely sprayed. Remember that it must be done on damp hair. So let's just clip that. And then you're gonna go to the sides. Remember to spray away from the eye area, okay? Very important that you always keep all the chemicals away from the eye area. So I divided this here, which is really one section. If you go ahead and put it down, but she's got a lot of hair, so you have to keep that in mind. So we're gonna go ahead, I divided the upper crown area and the sides. So take your section, hold the hair back, away, and I'm just gonna go like this, 1 and 2. And then I'm just gonna comb it, put it back, take this crown area, same idea. You're gonna take it back. I'm just gonna hold her back here. And you can have your client tilt her head back just to be pretty sure that she's away from the spray bottle, okay? So you're gonna ask her to do that. I'm gonna move her head back so you see what I mean. And so she's just kind of holding her head back because you are gonna spray near here. So I'm just gonna do 1. This is a little longer, 2, 3, sit. And we're done. You're gonna distribute the product with a fine tooth comb. Go ahead and connect her. And you're ready to do your last section. I want you to notice how simple this is, what I've done. So here's her left side, same thing, have her go backwards, 1, 2, and just comb it through, and then drop your last section. Hold that hair away from her eyes, very, very important. 1, 2. And that is and completes the application of the fast blow dry option 1. Okay, and you're done. All you have, you've applied the treatment. All you have to do is take your blow dryer and blow her out normal. Like if you were to style her every week. I have people that come every week just for me to do their blow dry for the weekend. And obviously for those, I have a big Latin clientele. They want the fast blow dry. They don't do it every week. They do it every other because it does last. Very important that you understand that. That is the completion of option 1. How would you finish her? You would finish her with what we call our liquid gold and our shine spray. You can go ahead and use our argan oil from GK. 1 drop is all you need. Go ahead, emulsify it like I'm doing. Put it through her hair. And the shine is incredible. It's very, very lightweight. It induces tremendous shine. It controls flyaways. And you can use this on wet or dry hair. You can finish her as well with our dry oil shine spray. Do not think that because it says dry oil, it's oil on your hair. It is extremely lightweight for the hair. It's a finish. It's weightless shine. It's an odor eliminator. It induces incredible brilliance on the hair, and it literally does not weigh the hair down. It has coconut oil in it, and don't think that coconut oil is heavy. It's contrary to what you think. And it just stimulates growth in the hair follicle that's in our dry oil. And that's how you would finish her. Okay, we're gonna go to option 2. If you thought that was easy, this is as easy with just 1 more step. So let's say that your client is going to away for, I don't know, a 10-day cruise. And she really needs a little bit more. She's going to go to the beach. Option 2, what does it do? Option 2 is you would take your client and shampoo their hair, but this time you're going to use GKhair the pH Plus shampoo. This is our alkaline 8.9 alkaline clarifying shampoo. It has aloe vera in it to soothe the scalp, so there's no tingling, no burning, but it's high in alkalinity for that purpose, to open the cuticle. And that's what you want. Anytime you're going to do a service that requires deep conditioning or a treatment that is to smooth the hair, how is it going to work? You got to open the cuticle so that the tool that you're using, the service that you've chosen, goes deep into the cortex. And that is the purpose for GK clarifying. It's called pH Plus. It's a clarifying shampoo. So you would take your client, you did her color, you cut her hair, but you want it to last a little longer. So you would choose option 2. Why? Because this option requires, unlike option 1 that you would choose whichever GK shampoo you'd like for your client, this requires the clarifying shampoo because we're going to open up that cuticle. So you would shampoo her hair. Just give her a good shampoo and let it sit 2 to 3 minutes. That's it. Let it sit, rinse her. This time, instead of kind of counting the sections that you're going to do on the mannequin, we're going to spray a little more. So I'm going to show you what to do. Same objective, spray, but this one requires a few more sprays, okay? Because we're going for longer longevity of the service. So you would take your client, again, you would do it on damp hair. Remember, it's important that you do it on damp hair and you will not saturate. So you're going to go ahead and you'll section your clients. I like to section them a little more because this way I'm more sure of where I've sprayed, and I just like to keep a tight control on the application of my services that I use from GK, especially when I'm working with any type of smoothing service, and we have so many, and it's important that you keep it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and section and section. Get this one. And we're just gonna do a little more. This doll has a lot of colors. I've been working with her on different colors that I've been formulating, so it's even better because you get to see some of the great colors that GK has. Okay, fast blow dry. We're doing option 2, which requires 1 shampoo with our clarifying shampoo. So I'm gonna go like this, middle, and the other end. So you notice what I did. It wasn't just section 1 and 2. Now it has 3. And I comb it. Then I drop down above the occipital. Again, I will divide it in 3 sections. Do not hold the bottle super close. You just want to mist the hair. So 1, this is enough for 2. Go ahead and comb that product through the hair. Here's the upper crown area. 1, 2. Comb that through. And then we're on our side. And then you take this side, which is the upper crown, right here. Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing. This is, like I said, it's like water. So it just completely goes through the hair very smoothly. I've done those sections. And I'm done with her in the back area. And then you're going to do your sides, same as the other one. Keep the product away from your client's eyes. So we're going to do a little bit more here, and I'm just going to saturate, not saturate, go ahead and comb her back here. Ask her to tilt her head back and hold the hair back away from her face. And we're just gonna do 1 and 2. Same thing. Just comb it with your fine tooth comb. And then this section, back away from her eyes, very important. 1, 2, and then a little light spray in her ends. Notice that this is a lot more sprays without a lot. No, just whatever I feel I need. She has a lot of density, so you may need to bump it up a little bit. If she were to have not so much hair, obviously you would cut 1 or 2 sprays from the area that you are spraying. And then we got her last side. I'll show you what to do with the bang area in a minute. So now we're almost done. Obviously, I'm doing this a little bit slower because I'm educating on this, but once you're in your chair and you're offering your client what it is, a fast blow dry, because that's what it is, and she sees the result of shine and frizz-free hair, she's going to ask you for it quite a bit. Okay, so 1 and 2. And then just comb. Last section of this area. I'm going to hold her hair back. 1 and 2. And you can comb it. She's done here. And then we have the crown for last. So when you're doing the crown area, same as before, have her tilt her head back like I did with mannequin, back, and you're going to do 1 and 2. And you are done. That entails the application of the fast blow dry for option 2. What is now the difference that you're going to do? We've done one thing different from option 1. We shampooed her with the clarifying shampoo. We sprayed it, we combed it. Now what are we going to do? You're going to blow dry her normal, whichever way she likes her hair styled. Normal blow dry. But the difference comes that you have to flat iron it. And that's the important feature. You flat iron the hair to seal it. And that is what is going to create the longevity in the hair. So a lot of you sometimes wonder about blow dries and flat iron temperatures. And flat iron temperatures are important because obviously, as you professionals know, not every hair can take super hot irons. Some just require a little bit. This is nothing crazy. You're just going to seal the product in the hair. So if you want to write down some of the temperatures that I recommend for flat ironing, and this is apropos for any service in smoothing. This applies to any smoothing service. So I'll give you those numbers and you'll be able to more or less get an idea of what is a good iron temperature. So if your client has normal hair, what is normal hair? Normal hair pretty much is hair that is virgin, that is strong, it's never been colored, it's virgin, it's never had anything done to it, and her frizz was tight, and her curl and frizz were on the heavy side. You can start with about, I would start to be safe. I go a little bit more conservative, and I always end up raising my temperature, but I feel comfortable with that. So I would start with about 410 on that type of hair and go on up. You don't need a lot of passes to about maybe 450, and that's normal hair. That is not colored hair. That is not highlighted hair. It is normal. Textures a little bit on the thick side, massive, curls and frizz. So go ahead, do one stroke at 410, 415, and maybe go to about 440. 3 passes, you should be more than fine. What are you looking for? You're going to look for hair that shows and reflects a shine that is unbelievable. You're going to see that cuticle when you touch it. It feels like silk. That's what you're looking for. If the cuticle is raised and doesn't promote the shine that you're looking for, maybe it needs an extra pass or two. That's where your professional eye has to come into it. But don't think that you have to do 9 passes, not at all. You've already dried the hair with the fast blow dry in it, and we're just kind of sealing it. So I would say 2 to 3 passes. That's why I say check out the hair and choose your temperature. If you're doing hair that's been colored, highlighted, the hair is a little bit more on the delicate side, so you can go ahead and start at about maybe 375, 385, and just work your way. I'm comfortable with that type of hair at about 415. Again, depending on the texture, how thin her hair is, how coarse it is, and the fragility of the hair. If the hair is gray or white, be very careful. I would not go more than 350, 360 for the simple reason that gray or white hair will turn yellow if you use a very high temperature. You're burning it. It happened to me many, many, many years ago, and I stick with 350, 360, no more than that. And I want you to think of a concept that maybe you'll get it, why it turns yellow. When you're ironing linen, a white linen shirt, white shorts, white linen slacks, whatever, even a cotton white t-shirt, and your iron is too hot, I'm sure that you're going to see if the iron is too hot, especially on linen, so even though it's a delicate fabric, you're going to see yellow. That just means that the iron was too hot. And the same concept is for gray hair or pure white hair, like snow, hair that's that beautiful pearl white. So be very careful. Sensitive hair would be something that I regard kind of like mine. So my hair is sensitive for the following reasons. Write it down. I color it every month. Baby fine hair. There's no curl in my hair. There's nothing. There's no frizz, which is great because I live in Florida. But I finger foil it myself, not even use foils. I do it with our GK lightning cream. And every month I'll pull out select strands. As you can see, they're kind of on the, I like this color white because it gives me the dimension of my base color. So this is delicate hair. Every month I use this. And so if I were to iron my hair, if my hair required the fast blow dry to reduce frizz and enable it to stay, I would use a temperature gauge of about 345. If I had that type of hair, baby fine, you know, frizz here and there, 345, and I wouldn't go more than 355, 360, and that's a big maybe. There is nothing that's exact. As professionals that you are, I'm sure you've ironed tons of hair, seen tons of all kinds of hair that is compromised and hair that is strong. And so you know the correct temperature to seal a product. So pretty much that is your finishing touch with your client. If you choose to do the second option, which will last quite a bit longer than the first one. Remember that you have to guide your client for her to really appreciate what you've done and the service that you've done, so that she takes care of the service if she's going to be going to the beach. And that's where our aftercare products kick in. And before I'll tell you the products that she needs to use to protect that service, I'd like to introduce you. Our latest new irons, which are great. GK came out with our D700 iron. It's great, and I'll tell you why. Not only is it titanium, it has a swivel cord. And a lot of times, irons do not have a cord that swivels and allows you to go ahead and turn the iron in different positions depending on where you're sealing or ironing. So this swivel cord is 360 degrees. It goes all the way around. It's digital, so you set it where you want, and it has an automatic shut off. It's fantastic. It's for all types of hair, and you can put this, well, Celsius, you can do anywhere from 90 to 232, and obviously Fahrenheit all the way up to 450, starting at 360. And that's great because it's so thin that the plates allow you to go, very close to your neck area, where you have to go ahead and grab hair that is near the skin and all the way around your face. Our other iron, this is even greater because you can see it's wider. So for those clients that have a lot of hair, you can go ahead and start with, at the neck area, our 700 iron, which is mega thin, and then work your way up to grab bigger chunks of hair, as you can see. And this has not just an automatic shut off, which is fantastic, but it can be used, our irons, on wet or dry hair. And it is incredible. You can do it also on Celsius and Fahrenheit. So that would be some of the ideas that I would give you when you really want to seal the hair correctly and use that very thin titanium iron right around the neckline, our D700 iron. Okay, products for your clients that she has to take home. So first of all, we're going to start with the best. So this is one of GK's latest babies that came out maybe a few years ago. And this is our dry shampoo. This is not like any shampoo that you've seen where some people complain about dry shampoos until they use the GK shampoo. So this has natural starches in it, and it absorbs oil, does not flake. The correct way to use it is you would raise your hair, spray it about 6 inches away from the oily part of the hair, which is always, of course, attached to the scalp. It has botanical extracts that give you texture, so don't think it's going to droop. It conditions your hair. It gives you viscosity. Those botanical extracts work wonders on the hair when you're using our dry shampoo. It has seed extracts, which hydrates your hair. What does it give you? It gives you almost exactly the finish of if you just shampooed your hair and it smells like flowers. So this is something that you want to give your client. It also has our pea and quinoa products in it, which comes from our vegan line, our vegan V2 line. And it's incredible what this dry shampoo does. And this is something that I highly recommend. I have it on my station for my clients to see and test, and they all take it. Okay, so now your client received the fast blow dry, and it's time to go home. How does she take care of it so that she gets maximum longevity from the service? Of course, you have your color protection shampoo from GK, our initial shampoo that was born back in 2007. And this, all that it has in it are seed oils to protect your hair for if you have color. And this is, all our shampoos are great for taming. If you were to do another type of taming from GK or resistant or whatever it is that we have, it's all full of grain extracts for hydration and nutrition, our seed oils in it, and it just leaves your hair really shiny not oily. Just protects your color, can be used on women that do not have color, any of our shampoos. You also have for people that are young and they're out and about on the beach, we have a balancing shampoo that comes, of course, with its duo conditioner and our balancing shampoo, also for taming, also for hair that needs a little bit of control in the scalp because it's a little bit oily. This is what you want to use. Our balancing shampoo will not strip color, will not dull the hair. Don't want you to think that this is, oh, this has to have alcohol in it. On the contrary, all of GK's aftercare products, it's all about nutrition and hydration and not making your hair oily. So you can go ahead and choose for her either the color protection shampoo, the balancing shampoo. You have those women that are forever, like I said, on the beach. This comes with its duo. It's our UV and UVA shampoo, and it's the protection that's in it is incredible. It has aloe vera in it, and you know what aloe vera does? It's all about hydration. Again, all of our aftercare products is looking after your hair. So you have the option of the UVA, UVB. You have our gold shampoo for someone that has coarse hair, tends to be dry because you know she doesn't take care of it that much. You want to go ahead and offer her this is pure shea butter. And you're going to get aloe vera, shea butter, and argan oil in your shampoo. That is our gold line. And this is insane. This might be a little heavy for someone like me that has fine textured hair, which what I typically use for myself is a color protection. Like I said, it protects my color, it's lightweight, and I do a lot of stuff to my hair. Being that I'm on stage, I'm always changing. So I need a lot of great products from GK, including our masks. And then for those of you who just joined and don't know about our vegan line, we have our CBD shampoo. This comes in 2 sizes. It comes in this size, which is my back bar size. And then you also have your size that's 10.1, I believe. But this one, our vegan line has quinoa in it and pea protein and CBD extract. So you can imagine all those properties combined in one bottle. For those of you who are into vegan, I have several clients that are in it, and it is tremendous brilliance and shine and as pure as it can get. So you have several options that you can offer your clients. They do come with their duo conditioner, and so they have it all there in their bathroom, and that's how it lasts. But we also have, and I think, oh, I missed it here. This is probably the most important thing that your client needs to take home. This is our leave-in cream. And our leave-in cream is applied on damp hair. So if your client's on the ship for a 3-day weekend or wherever, she would mist her hair quickly with water, and she would use the leave-in cream, which is full of Juvexin. Remember, I told you I was going to mention what Juvexin is and what it does. And she would start with one section, maybe 2 pumps, emulsify it, run it through her hair, mid shaft down, and then a little bit on the root. She would go to the next section and just pin it in a pony. And the leave-in cream is great for protection against salt water, which is not good when you've had a treatment and or color, chlorinated water, and just overall sweating, because sweating is salt. So those are the different options that you need to have, and strictly and exclusively because you've done a treatment on your client and you want to show her how to protect the treatment that she just got done. And trust me when I tell you, she's going to come to you at least once a month and say, hey, can we do that fast blow dry? I got something going on this week, and even though I'm not going away, but I need my hair to last. And so you can do your fast blow dry. Like I told you, I'm trying to look for it really quick. And you just spray it on. That's all you do. We're going to go over really quick the two options. They're easy. Your first option, do whatever you're going to do. Color, cut, whatever. Shampoo her hair, make sure it's clean, slightly damp. Spray lightly, comb through, blow dry. You're done. That's going to last about 7 days to 10, depending on how often she washes her hair. If she washes her hair, she's one of those types of clients that, oh, I need to wash my hair. I'm in the gym every day. Obviously, it's not going to last 10 days. It'll last so long as she uses the post-care products from GK. It'll last because she's infusing the hair with the Juvexin, which is in the fast blow dry. So that's option one. Damp hair, spray lightly, comb through, do not saturate, blow dry. You're done. Second option, where it's going to last quite a bit longer, it's more lasting effect. Clarify the hair with our pH Plus shampoo. And you're going to make sure that you give her just a decent shampoo. This is our pH Plus, aloe vera, 8.9 alkalinity. And you're going to let it sit for about 2.5 minutes just to make sure it's doing its thing in the cuticle. You're going to section the hair. This time, a little bit more. You saw me spray it on. Each strand was about two sprays. 3 sections here, 3 here, 2 and 2. Distribute with a comb. Do your normal styling. And then you're good to go to finish her with the titanium iron from GK, the thin one that lets you go close to the neck, and then you have your easy control, which is the fatter one that I showed you. And it can be done on wet or dry hair. Do this on dry hair, okay? And you're done. And you finish her with we call this liquid gold. This is argan oil from the Moroccan tree. It seals, it eliminates frizz, it induces shine, and it is also a blow dry tool because you can put it on wet hair, blow dry, and your hair will be smooth and silky, and that's a fact. So those are the options that you have. The more options you have, the better hairdresser you will be. Education is power, it's competitive, and in this industry, that's what it's pretty much all about. The people that are in the latest technology, and GKhair is all about being in not just the latest technology, but the best that money can buy for ingredients. So unless I have another question, I thank you, and I'd like to invite you every Monday. GKhair promotes a new class with different educators, always bringing to each and every one of you a new technique, a new product that we've brought out, and all kinds of things that you can just look and learn. We have an educational portal. If you want to write down our address, it's edu.gkhair.com. And that's our educational portal. And we're always available. You can call corporate if there's an issue, and they will make sure that they get a hold of us. And one of us will get in touch with you. So with everything being said, thank you. And I hope I see each and every one of you again in some other class. My name is Leanne Hannaford, brand ambassador for GKhair, and I'm with you. I share behind the chair 25 years, so trust me, I've seen it all. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed this class. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Leanne. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for attending. Bye.
Yes. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Hey, you